Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 224. Thank you so much for joining in today. Sorry, I was not able to share the flyer. Literally, I forgot, and Toastmaster Sunita ma'am has reminded me actually 1 minute before the meeting could have started. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be speaking for 1 to 2 minutes maximum, and for the rest of the session, you will be observing silence and appreciating other people, listening to their stories to get inspiration, the way they get from your story. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not take much of time, but to tell you all today, our topics master is cat lover. And now I can proudly say, like me, I love cats too now. And she's all right, very senior Toastmaster, very supportive, very humble, very kind. Please put your hands together to welcome our Toastmaster Sunita ma'am as the topics master and the host of the meeting. Over to you, Sunita ma'am.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Glad to see at least 11 people here. So let's get going. As you know, table topics, maximum 2 minutes, 30 seconds, minimum 1 minute. Today, I'm going to ask very simple questions about life. So nothing very complicated, just that we need to speak for that 1 minute minimum, at least. Okay. Since Toastmaster Savita was the first one to arrive today, the first question goes to her.
Yes.
So Toastmaster Savita, if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? If you knew you wouldn't fail, what would you do?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunita, and my greetings to everyone present here. Is it possible? No, I don't think so. This possibility doesn't occur in our life. Failure and success are part of our life. There's no one in this world who ever gets or all the time gets success, and success. Failures are necessary. Failures are building stones for any success. Failures are nothing but stepping stone or experiences which adds to our success. I cannot even imagine if I don't fail, because whatever I learned till today, it was never ever in the first attempt. Even all of you also, if you recollect when you were small, when you are writing your first letter in whatever language, A, or any other language, could you draw or write for the first attempt? No, none of us. One line, second line, again scribbling, making that same angle again and again and again. Your failures are must, and I think it is not called failure. These are learning steps to achieve. I just imagine if I don't fail, then I think I will not value success also, because value of success is only there in our heart, in our mind, when we feel that we have failed and achieved something. Otherwise, you don't feel that thing. Yes, I cannot imagine that I have not failed. I have failed and learned. That is the process I think everyone goes through. Isn't it, everybody? Everyone? Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Sunita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Savita. Well spoken as always. We now move to our second participant today, Kamal Malik. Toastmaster Kamal, are you here? Yes. Can you please switch on your video if you can and unmute yourself?
Can I go after next speaker?
Oh, sure. Dushani, are you here? Dushani, I'm calling according to the order in which you all came for the meeting. That's the only reason why you were called second. Dushani, are you here and would you like to go?
Yep, I can go.
Okay. Dushani, the question for you is, what is your idea of a wonderful day? What is your idea of a wonderful day? Master Dushani.
When we say the word wonderful day, each and every one of you will have a different meaning to it, right? So even I have a perfect definition for a wonderful day, and I hope you all are excited to listen to what it is. Table topic master, ladies and gentlemen. When I think of a wonderful day, the first thing, as usual, what I think is where I could be free, where I could be happy. So, what is my definition of happy and free? Now, these days, since I'm a university student, I'm overloaded with all the assignments and learning material. So, I'm kind of stressed out because of all that. So, when I talk about my freedom, I think if there's at least one day where I do not have to worry about a deadline, then that would be a wonderful day for me. If there's a day where I could just go and talk with my parents, spend some time with them, spend some free time with my friends, and especially talking about this situation, the pandemic situation, if I could just go out with my friends and have fun, I think that would be a really wonderful day for me. So, as I said, if I could be free just as I want to, it may vary according to the situation. Right now, since I'm stuck at home, I wish that I could go out. So that's what's in on my mind. But that could differ. So I would like to know what is your definition for a wonderful day? Over to you, Tribal Topic Master.
Thank you, Dishani, and hope you have your wonderful day soon enough. We now move to a third participant, Arshad, Toastmaster Arshad.
Yes, ma'am.
Toastmaster Arshad, what is the first thing that you notice when you meet someone new? What is the first thing you notice when you meet someone new?
To be very honest, what I first notice is their smile, because I generally disconnect with people who do not connect with a smile. That's something, even I see my mother frowning in the morning after a long nap, I will not connect. So there's a big question back in the days with masks, how do you smile? You could see your eyes going up and down and you can see who is frowning. So that's important to smile. And I always look at facial expressions. And being a Toastmaster, for sure, for a while, you can judge what's going inside that person's mind, whether they're having a good day or a bad day. So it's important. And for me, what I notice the most is the smile, because the smile could give you positivity. It could shed hope for you. And I've seen it in many people from the days I walk in the road, or maybe the days I take a jog, or maybe days that I travel in public transportation. I see different people sharing a smile, which is something that I notice. Now, back in 2014, that was about 7 years back, when I was traveling after an examination, I'd flunked that paper. That's what I thought. And I was on my way home in public transportation, and my face is all dull. And I saw this person seated next to me, and he was like, "What's wrong?" And then I just randomly opened up to an unknown person. And I said, "I didn't do the paper well, and this was accounting, and I thought I would fail the subject." And he said, "Don't worry, it'll be good, just keep smiling." And I just smiled, and after 3 months, I get my results. I had passed with good results. So people can notice. So there could be a lot of things going inside you. You could be burning, you could be challenged, you could be battling so many things, but don't show it out. Keep smiling, because by showing your problems, you're just going to get, "Honey, that person is so sin," and you might get some sympathetic votes, and that will not add value. If you could smile and show that radiance and give that energy to another person's life, that is what's important. At the end of the day, you should live life to the fullest, and your smile can extend it for another person as well. Over to you, Toastmaster Sunita.
Very good, Toastmaster Arshad. Absolutely agree with you. Thank you. We now move to Pratyush Babu Gupta.
Yes.
26. Okay. Toastmaster Pratyush, how have your goals changed as you have gotten older? How have your goals changed as you got older?
goals are something that whenever say anyone to me, a ground comes to my mind, a football ground, basically. Because in my childhood days, I have played that sport. And in my childhood days, my goal was to make a goal in the evening after returning from school. But with the passing phase of time, I have realized that there are many certain bigger goals in my life, and that small game is not a part of my life, but those goalposts are still standing in front of me. One of those posts is becoming a good communicator or a public speaker, and that is the reason that I am here. Similarly, I have some goals in my work fraternity, in my business, as well as in my family, to keep my family members happy, as well as to keep the professional life of mine simultaneous with it, including the Toastmaster meetings. I have basically most three important goals in my life right now: to be with my family members when they are in requirement, to achieve the level of communication that I want to achieve in my life, and to maintain that amount of income every month that is necessary to continue a normal lifestyle. And I am sure that after a certain period, these goals are going to change. Hence, for a person whose goal changes after a certain period of time, I would like to say that he is growing as a person, as a professional, as well as a Toastmaster. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Brilliant, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Toastmaster Pratyush. We now move from one Gupta to another Gupta, Munish Gupta. Toastmaster Munish Gupta. Toastmaster Munish Gupta. Okay, he's not here. We move to another person. Toastmaster, I hope she's there. Netri.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope is the correct the way I'm pronouncing your name?
Netri, yes.
Okay, Netri. Netri, the topic for you is, what would you choose between fame and fortune? What would you choose between fame and fortune? Over to you. My question clear to you? I think she's having issues with her internet.
Yeah, network issue. She's frozen.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to go ahead without your video on, Netri?
I think I changed my connection. I'm really sorry. Can you please repeat the topic?
Yeah. The topic was, what would you choose between fame and fortune? Between fame and fortune.
Fame or fortune? These are some of the two important things in life people sometimes battle over. Table topic master, ladies and gentlemen. When I was small, I've always wanted to be a celebrity, because as I've seen from far away, celebrities have everything figured out in their life, from cars to movies to maybe free food. And when you see their social media pages, they get free items. I've always wondered, why don't poor people get these free items? Why do celebrities get these free items? They have enough already. However, the more I read about on celebrities, I got to know that most of them are very unhappy. They have all the fame, all the fortune in the world, yet they don't have the most important thing in their life, the people that matter. So when it comes to me, if you ask me to choose between fame or fortune, I would say neither, because in life I've understood when I started earning, money did not matter. When I started getting popular at my school, that did not matter. Because as long as I had people next to me who loved me, that was all that mattered when I came after a hard day at work from school. So table topic master, will you choose fame or fortune? Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. You are such a vibrant person. Nice to know you. Okay. Sachin, Toastmaster Sachin.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Sachin. Your topic today is what's a memory that makes you happy? What's a memory that makes you happy?
So there are many memories which makes me happy, but one among them, I must say, the one which I like the most among them is clearing my graduation. We know generally when we are in graduation, it could be a 3 to 5 years duration course, depending on the course. And we meet people from different areas. Being a person from government college, so I had many friends from different areas of my state. Initially, when we try to mingle, we find some of them good, some of them don't. We don't like to mingle with some of them. But later on, as the time passes, we come to know the actual faces of the friends, who is actual friend and who is not. And as whenever the time comes to an end, that okay, now we are going to complete our course and we will be moving in our life to our different areas, that moment we realize that, oh, now the time has come. And maybe this is a time of sorrow, but along with that, it is a time of happiness also. And still I remember that we had partied whole night. We had shared and cracked a lot of jokes. And I can't forget that day, the whole day, the way we celebrated. So this is from my side. Thank you, Table Topping Master.
Thank you. You brought back memories for all of us, I think. Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin. We now move to the next person. Is Toastmaster Munish Gupta, are you there? Ouch. Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. Toastmaster Munish Gupta. Your topic is, you are a photographer for a day. What are the pictures you would like to take? You are a photographer for a day. What are the pictures you would like to take?
Good evening, everybody. I'm a photographer for a day. And what pictures I would like to take? I would love to go to hilly area and find some place where there's a lot of greenery. Because when I visit that place, first of all, before going to photography over there, I would love to enjoy that place because our life is full of stress. And when we are surrounded in greenery, and that's a stress buster. And then I would love to take the photograph. And especially when I'll go in the morning, when the sun will set, that time it looks fabulous. And that's the right time. I would love to take the photography of a sun when sun is rising and the trees and the woods, and I'll get an opportunity to walk over there. Instead of walking in my area where I walk, I live in Jammu. So I do not have to go too far away. It would take only half an hour to visit that place where there are woods, where there is a greenery, and where I can do trekking. I will kill two birds with one stone. I will enjoy the greenery and I would love to take the photograph. And whenever I'll see that photograph in future also, that reminds me and that will bring peace. Nowadays, peace is the most important thing. We do a lot of meditation. We go to many meditation center to do meditation to bring peace. And watching that photograph will make me happy, calm, soothed. This is what I want in life, which I'll get while taking the photograph. Over to the Toastmaster, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Munish. Looking forward to seeing that photograph soon. Okay. Now we move to the next person, that is Toastmaster Susara. Toastmaster Susara.
Yes.
I hope. Is that the way we pronounce your name?
Yes, it is, Susara.
Okay, Toastmaster Susara. What do you look forward to when you wake up? What do you look forward to when you wake up? Toastmaster Susara.
The alarm rings and I open my eyes. Or do I? Well, to be honest, I do not. Dear Table Topics Master, I find it so difficult to wake up on my own every morning. I wait for my mother to come and knock on the door, or just straight away come into the room and wake me up. So in that way, I have so much to improve. But once I open my eyes, do I keep thinking about the moment I forgot and I ignored the alarm and basically forgot how to wake up? Or am I going to keep that past lay and in the way it is and arrange my bed and get my day off to a great start? That is something I learned from a speech I heard from one of the great personalities in our country. He once said, start by arranging your bed. That will put everything in order and you will know what things need to be done during your day. That is a great way to know. As every wrinkle of your bed goes away, every wrinkle inside your brain will get even better. For wrinkles in the brain are proportional to your brain or the wisdom that you have. So as every wrinkle goes away, so will the small worries that you have in your mind. And you will be able to focus on the more important things and keep the minor things like forgetting to wake up on time with the alarm aside and focus on what is really needed. So once I wake up, dear Toastmaster, the first thing I do is arrange my bed. And it is not just merely arranging my bed, but it is mostly about focusing my day and knowing my priorities. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Susara. I'm surely going to remember you every day when I make my bed. Okay. We come to the next speaker, Naveed. Naveed.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Your topic is, if you wrote a book, what would it be about? If you wrote a book, what would it be? What would it be about?
Problems. There are lots of problems in our lives. And if I get a solution for any single problem, I will write a book because it will solve one problem of everyone. Thank you very much, Table Talk Master. Good evening to all of you. We know that we have lots of problems in our lives and we take straights in our mind and we discuss with people that I have this, I have this. So when I have solution, I usually give advice, but after giving the advice, I notice that does he or she need it or not? But then I realized that, oh, I should give the advice whenever someone needs it. So yes, there are people on social media as well that they will like your status or they will reply you whenever they find interesting or when they need advice. Yes, if you write a book, the people will come to read your book when they need that book in order to solve their life's problem. So yes, if I get the chance to write a book, I will write a book on solving one problem of life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navid. Eagerly looking forward to reading this book of yours soon. Okay, we now move to Toastmaster Akib Javed. Toastmaster Akib Javed.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have your own TV show, who will you call as your first guest? If you have your own TV show, who will you call as your first guest? Toastmaster Akib.
Thanks, ma'am. If I have a TV show, who will I call for the first time? That feels like inauguration ceremony, and a TV show may be like your business. So I can recall whenever we used to have new businesses or new shops opening up, we normally go ahead with calling out the local, local renowned people or some MP in that area, or if it is a small village, it is the Gram Panchayat Mukhia who is head of that area. We'll call him, we'll ask him to cut the red ribbon. When you say that I'll have a TV show, that itself is a privilege. And that will be like very close to me. And like I've been very much, looking inside finance for last 3 to 4 years. And this is one of the subject which has been, taking me over. So when I have a show, I would like to call upon, I would like to invite Saurabh Mukherjee. He has kind of like, he became a role model for me recently. I've read 2 to 3 books he wrote. And he is, he is from India. He lived in England for 8 years. He did business over there. Then he came down to India some 2015-16. And since then, he is running a business called Marcellus Investment Managers. So they take money and they invest money for people and they give advice to people. He has written a lot of books, and one of the most popular book is Coffee Can Investing. And then he has other books as well, The Unusual Billionaire, which I spoke earlier also. So he has become kind of role model to me, and I would like to call him for the first day so that he comes and he gives his perspective, and with his thought process and the idea which he can provide, how my channel grows. Like he's the guy telling everyone how your money grows, and this will be something which will make money for me as well. So I would look forward to his suggestions, his ideas, and red ribbon cutting from Saurabh Mukherjee. So that's my take on the topic, Savita ma'am. Sorry, Sunita ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akib. That was informative. Saurav Mukherjee, I'll make note of that. Okay. We now move to Jatin. Gavalier Jatin.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Gavalier Jatin. What would you do if you had superpowers? What would you do if you had superpowers? Gavalier Jatin.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow Global Impromptu family members. What would I do if I had, what would I do if I had superpowers? So the number one thing is that there should not be any war or any, everybody should look up to Singapore, because Singapore, they don't fight or they don't take over countries. Now, China or say other, so many countries are there. I don't want to name it out, but there's so many countries who wants the land, who wants the world. World War One, World War Two. They just want the whole earth. They want the whole land. They can rule over it. This is the thing. Number one is that the superpower which I wanted to have, that I could change other people's mindsets. People who have bad mindset, I want them to have a good mindset. Like people who are not racist, or people who do not discriminate people who do not fight. They just need to be a normal person who doesn't fight, who's just a good person and having a clean hearted. That's the number one which that's the number one power which I wanted to have. And I hope everybody doesn't have a bad mindset. Everybody should have a good mindset. So that's my take. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hope you have your superpower soon enough. Okay. We now have Kamal Malik. Now, are you comfortable to take a topic?
Yes, ma'am, I'm comfortable. Actually, at that time when you called my name, I was in a I stabbed. I was like from ground floor. I was came to fourth floor, so I
Oh,
was breathing high. So that's why I don't.
okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Toastmaster Kamal Malik. Uh, if you opened a shop, what would you sell? If you opened a shop, what would you sell?
Thank you so much, table topic master, madam, Sarja ma'am. So if I open a shop, what it would be? So those who do not know me, I'm a guy. I'm a reader. I love to read books. I love to read books from different topics by different writers. So if I get a chance to open up a shop, then it would be a bookshop, and I will try to avail all the kind of books problems we get, like purchasing a book from stores, we can't get many times. So if I get a chance, I would be I would open a bookshop where people came happily and just pick whatever they want to do. Pick. So this is from my end. Thank you so much, madam. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I will be your first customer. Okay. We now move to Toastmaster Sujit. Toastmaster Sujit? Yes. Toastmaster Sujit, what's your what's your favorite and least favorite days of the week? Which is your favorite and least favorite day of the week?
So, preference for a particular depends upon what kind of schedule you used to have. When I was working, I say the weekends were the most excited one, and Monday blues were the most worst one. But as I am an entrepreneur now, I feel every day should be Monday and not Sunday. There should not be any Sunday as such, because I will not work, my team will not work, the kind of productivity will go down. But that's not the truth. Each day is given with a purpose, and how do we make use of it is right on us. When we work, we should completely be focused and be productive during that period of time. When on the weekends, when we have that privilege to kind of reduce the activity and relax, so that when you come back next day, as soon as the week starts, you are very energetic. You are kind of ready to go. So I feel each day is important. What is important is that how do we plan to utilize the day? What kind of, how do we going to contribute to that? Like, what you're going to do during those days, that is more important than particular days of the week. What do you think, Table Topic Master?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just glad that I'm not working for you. Okay. I think that covers almost everybody. We have only Toastmaster Amjad left. Toastmaster Amjad Ali. So are you ready to go?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Okay. Toastmaster Amjad Ali, what is something you have tried doing but would never do again? What is something you have done and you would never want to do it again in life?
Thank you so much, Madam Topics Master. What I have done, what I have done, or what I have tried, and I would not try again in my life. There are many things, honestly speaking, but one of them I would like to share with you: sharing your privacy online. I would never try again. I would never trust anybody, because you have not an idea what's gonna happen, what are the repercussions. So limit yourself. Do not trust people online. It could be your payment sharing, it could be your visa card sharing, it could be anything, any information. Until and unless it's not an official thing where you know it's going to be secret or private, it's under the law. Never ever share with anybody. Don't trust anybody. I believe I would not share the incident, but I have experienced, I have faced a loss sharing privacy or private information or number or whatever you can think of. Never ever share with anybody online anything. Make sure, even it's written, even whatever the case is, I would not do that. Anything else I can try, but I would not take such risk of sharing information online. Normally, on all social medias, being a social media person, we have to agree on the terms and conditions. But the thing is, some point in life, like there are some discussions happening, or you are in interaction with somebody, there you're not bound. Actually, you don't have to share the information of your privacy or something like that. So this is what I would never try again. I would never risk my life. But again, we are human beings. We have no idea how other person is dealing with you, how the person is taking you in the confidence. So intentionally, I would not do that. But if something has happened, I don't know, something would happen. I have no idea. But the thing is, I would not try again. And I urge you all, I implore you all, never ever trust anybody online, especially. Thank you. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Very valuable advice over there. I'm sure all of us will take it to heart. And I think with that, we've come to the end of the people who have been here.
Thank you so much.
There's somebody who's just come in.
Yeah, somebody, yeah.
Sri is just joining. Monisri Veerabhadra. Monisri Veerabhadra, are you ready? I know you just joined, but we are going to bombard you with the topic. Monisri Veerabhadra. I don't think. Monisri Veerabhadra, are you here? Would you like to take a topic? I don't think so. Okay, with
No
someone.
response. Yeah.
No
Yeah, you can go with your topic, Sunita. Someone can give you topic. Master Navid.
Anybody wishes to give me a topic? I can go.
No. Jatin is giving.
Yeah. Okay. Do you agree to this topic? Before you judge about before you judge about someone's anger, know about the pain. I repeat, before you judge about someone's anger, know about the pain.
Thank you, Jatin. Lovely topic over there. Very, very true. And I absolutely agree with it. It's something that is to be done, but I wonder whether I really do it all the time. It's not very practical, but we have to try and put ourselves, not only about anger, any emotion that comes from someone else, we have to place ourselves in their position. Only then we know what is the reason. Sometimes we don't, there are days when my husband comes and I tell him something and he is a little short tempered, and I'm so quick to get offended. How can he say that to me when I have made something nice and he has not mentioned that, he just eats it without even saying anything nice? And I'm so upset with him. How could he do that after all the pains that I have taken? But then I realized, oh, he has left office at 5 o'clock and it's way past 7:30 by the time he has reached home. He has spent 2.5 hours in the traffic, and he's justified in not being able to enjoy the food. So very often this is the case. We take offense so fast but we really need to know what goes on in the other person's mind. So not only about anger, most emotions, even when he's very happy and nice to me also, I need to know, what is the reason why he's so happy and nice. So it's not only about anger, any emotion, you have to place yourself in the other person's shoes and know what is the reason for that emotion. Okay, I agree with your topic wholeheartedly. Over to you, Jatin. Thank you. So what is the procedure? Do we end the meeting like this, or do you need to give others some second topic? What is the procedure usually when we finish? I've never seen a meeting end this early.
Your call, as Amjadji says, sometimes they say, let us finish at 9. Sometimes
Or else you could have some second round or something. Sometimes you have like that.
Amjadji, what do you say? Amjadji is busy.
I don't think his video got stuck.
Pardon?
His video got stuck. I think we should start with second round. We have some 16 minutes left with us.
Yeah, till 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock we should finish.
Okay. Okay. So again, we'll start with, we'll go in the same order. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Toastmaster Savita.
Yes, please.
What was your worst restaurant experience? What was your worst restaurant experience?
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunita, and good evening, everyone, again. Restaurant experience are sometimes, we don't forget. Sometimes they are good, sometimes they are bad. Worst, if I remember now, it was in Delhi. Whole family had gone for dinner, and my elder daughter was very small. She was just 2 years old that time. We had gone to, it was some anniversary, somebody's anniversary. And all of us ordered soup. It was mushroom soup. And my daughter, she wanted to drink herself. When she took, it became little warm, not hot. When she started eating or drinking the soup, I just observed there was a coin in that soup, in that spoon. Immediately, I observed and just took the spoon from her hand. I was shocked. If none of us would have observed that, it would have got in her throat and it would have, anything could have happened. So I can't forget that incident. That was on the serious side. On the lighter side, I recollect now one more incidents of same our family. Whenever we go, whole family used to go. My mother-in-law, Ajay's mother, she used to have all these cold drinks, at room temperature, never cold, because cold never used to suit her. So in one of the restaurants, she ordered that I want my particular cold drink, but at room temperature, warm, not cold. Can you believe the waiter served that cold drink, not cold, but hot? Steam was coming out of it. When he brought that black, the Campo Cola, it wasn't steam. Everyone could say, what is this? We didn't order for the black coffee. No, madam, it is cold drink. You said you don't want cold, so I made it hot. That was the funniest experience we had. So restaurant experiences can be either good or bad. So these are the two experiences. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Sunita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Savita. Interesting. Toastmaster Dushani, are you ready to go in for another one?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Toastmaster Dushani, if you got 2 extra hours just now, what would you do? If you got 2 extra hours just now, what would you do?
Thank you, Table Topic Master. That just by hearing that topic is such a relief for me, because trust me, I have an assignment. Just as I mentioned before, I have an assignment due at 12. So, but amidst that, I'm here because I worked a lot for it. And I wanted to release my stress. So that's why I'm here. So if I got 2 hours, I could have done something more to my assignment and like freely submit it, right? So at this point, getting 2 hours is like gold and it's like a treasure for me. So the first thing I would do is I would stay here till the end, and then I would just go back and look at my submission, if tweak it a little bit, add something more and make it a little more interesting. And yeah, I would do a better job, but I know I just have actually in our time zone, we have like 1.5 hours more, but I'm already done with my work and I'm satisfied with it. So I'm anyways going to submit it. So yeah, if I had 2 more hours right now, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you. And here's wishing you all the best with your assignment. Okay. And now we go. Is Arshad here? No, I think he has left. And okay, there's a newcomer, Harshada Shirsagar. Would you want to take a topic right now?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. What is the scariest moment of your life? Harshada Shirsagar, what is the scariest moment of your life?
Sure. Just allow me a minute before I start speaking. I'm not sure if my
Minimum
video
of
is
1
visible.
minute, a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2.5 minutes.
Sure, sure. I think my video has some issues.
Okay, no issues.
I recently moved to Redmond, USA about a month back, and I'm currently staying with an apartment that is given by my company as a temporary allocation. And everything is pretty new for me. I moved here from India. I'm not very accustomed to, especially the household things. I remember taking 45-50 minutes just to figure out how the washers and dryers work, because they were pretty vintage kind of dryers. So one of the scariest things that happened to me was I was making chapatis and suddenly the fire alarm started beeping, and it beeps in a very crazy manner. It has this frequency which makes you go crazy. Your beats kind of lose here and there, and you have no clue what to do. So initially my first thing was, where is this fire alarm? And then I had to make it stop. Luckily, I had watched Friends, so I knew that there is a way to make it stop. It isn't that it would suddenly start sprinkling water. And yeah, the other thing I'm really fortunate about is they have given some furniture. I was wondering if I didn't have any furniture around. What would I have stepped onto to get it stopped? Now, I somehow got onto something, and just like how we would have seen it in Friends, it is not that easy to operate. So I somehow managed to make it stop. And then I wasn't sure if I totally disabled it, because again, that is a violation against some policies that they have. But yeah, when it stopped, I realized like my palms were sweaty. And just before stopping it by myself, I was yelling for help, and there was nobody even at the corridor. But yeah, that was the scariest moment I have experienced so far. Thank you, and over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Harshada. We could just picture the whole scene in our minds. Navid, I think you can go next. Navid, oh God. What is the one thing you would like to change about yourself, Navid? The one thing you would like to change about yourself?
There are many friends of mine. I ask from them, and I ask them feedback for me that what do you see good in me? Before to that, I was used to ask what is bad in me. So they were have many ideas. So they were giving me a bunch of things. Let's change this. Let's change this. So I changed the topic. I asked them what is good in me, and they gave me really interesting ideas and gave feedback that what are the things that are good at me. They said me that like I don't know, but they said me like you are humble, you help us. But there were even bad things like I need to improve my fluency in English or communication. So that's why I'm here, to improve my communication skills, to learn from you people, how do you talk. And the main important thing is that you have ideas to talk. And when I see, watch your table topics masters, everyone, so they have really interesting topics, interesting feedback from their life. They give positive ideas from their life. So I learned this thing that whenever I should talk with people, I should have discussions in positive way. Because like earlier I said that there are many problems also in our life. We should talk every time in a positive way. So this thing I need, that I should improve in order to improve my life as well. Thank you very much.
Yes, Toastmaster Navid, you're almost there, so don't worry. Okay. Toastmaster Akib. Toastmaster Akib. What would people hear if they could read your mind right now? What would people hear and see if they could read your mind right now?
If someone can read my mind, I was just thinking one of the topic which you asked from someone, Harshada. What was the scariest moment? And I was just, reminiscing my own memory. So there was this very cold winter, and we were having rains at my home. I was very small. I was 8 years old. We were sitting in our small home, and it was raining. I was feeling, I was shivering almost. I asked my mother, can we have that woolen clothes that you put yesterday in the big box that we have? And mother is like, no, yesterday only we put, and it takes a lot of effort. Just manage with it. It was very dark outside, just because it was raining, and it was, cool breeze were hitting my own whole bodies. And mom is like, the dinner is getting ready almost, and we just have it and then you sleep. I was, very much scared. It was full dark. And I told my mother, I can see something here. Someone is standing that side. old lady, and someone is calling me saying, "Hey, it's nothing. What are you imagining? There is whole rain happening. There is no light at all, and we didn't have electricity back then, so it was all lantern that we had. So one lantern will be there in kitchen, and mostly we'll or do studies with the other lanterns. So that is what I was imagining, again recollecting memory when you asked from Harshada. And I was thinking, like, where were we some 15 years 16 years back, and now where we have come. Like 5 minutes of me without electricity is not possible, or 5 minutes of me without mobile, it's unimaginable. We cannot think of it as of current situation. And we were living our whole life without electricity, without that blanket also mother kept, and she didn't think that it is having that much priority that son should have. So that was what I was thinking, and someone could have read about it. Sunita ma'am.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Good one, good one. Good, you didn't have any other thoughts in your mind. Okay, and now we've got Toastmaster Naveen. Would you like to take a topic?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a
Okay.
topic.
Toastmaster Naveen, if you could be on a reality TV show, which one would you choose? If you were on a reality TV show, which one would you choose?
Fellow Toastmasters, if I did get an opportunity for a reality show, I guess like one of the show which I could really think of right now is Big Boss, which comes in India. And the reason I would choose that is because personally I feel it's one of the crappiest show whichever comes in India, and I would like to go there and improve the content of that show. So the only way to do it is by participating. If you do not participate, do not complain. I always believe in that. And of course, I'm one of the biggest complainer for the show of Big Boss. So until and unless I do not participate, how do you expect it to improve? All right. So, but nevertheless, like I mean, like obviously, being so crappy, such a crappy show, I do not bother even watching such a show. And of course, it is always said that is, if you want to judge a person by the TV shows he watches, and never judge a person who doesn't have a bookshelf in his house and just has a TV at his home. So fellow Toastmasters, I would request you that is, please do not waste time in any of these reality shows or in any of these shows like actually in which they just entice you to fight and argue just to get any viewership. Instead of that, please invest in some good books or some good education system, and I can assure you it will you will get far much more value than any of these crappy shows. And of course, if you don't watch these shows, you might not even get to watch me on Big Boss. So it doesn't matter. I will really not mind about it, as long as you abhor these shows. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen, for that very interesting take. I think we have reached 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Amjadji can
maybe,
yes.
Yeah, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Sunita ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate it for your participation. Let's put our hands together to thank Toastmaster Sunita ma'am for conducting this 224th session successfully. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. With that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.